Okay, so we took our drawings over to the Home Depot. We sat down with the designer twice and we came up with a configuration. I got a bunch of computer images here in front of me that I'm using to do the actual build. Alright, so now we're going to pull the sink out, which
we're disposing.
Grab the whole of it and just pour it out of there. Just like that. Down she comes. If you're wiring a stove, if you're going to gas to electric or extending your stove wire in a junction box, you'll figure out how many feet of the wire you need. You'll go to Home Depot and you'll have the guy cut you however many feet of 6'3" wire for your electric stove. One other circuit that you may or may not want to have in your kitchen is under cabinet lighting. Alright, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you guys how to wire one of these 6-inch recessed lights, and we're going to be tapping into these 2 1/2-inch lines right here. You can see there he's got a mini pipe cutter on there.
I opened this line up, but I still got water up there, so I'm going to cut her once here before I cut her back here, just to drain it out the rest of the way so I can catch the water in a bucket.
Okay, we're going to be using PEX water lines, the very, very strong material.
We're getting ready on our next sheet. Ed, I need you to cut the next sheet off at 102. That's going to stick me out 2 inches past. What we're trying to get on this sheet here is we want this factory edge to be tight.
Alright, so see now, drywall's got a tapered edge on the long part of the board. These are both tapered edges on these 2 pieces. You want them to be tight together, alright? You don't want any gap between them if you can help it. Nice clean snap.
What we're going to do is we're going to cut this little notch out first and then go back and cut our straight off.
We're taking that little corner out there?
Yep. Pressing in on a diagonal on a 45.
And you want to come across your tile, not straight up and down the grout joints, but you want to pass over your grout joints on a 45-degree angle. Alright, so we got our cabinets clamped. Remember guys, you want this plane between your filler and your cabinet, or between your cabinet and your cabinet. You don't want to feel anything here. It should become one piece of wood when they're clamped together. Alright, at each clamp. Up we go. Number 2 Phillips head bit, 2-inch finish screws. And right in you go. Alright, time to set our stove.
We switched over to a flush mount receptacle, and then we can show you how to wire this into your stove. Now, this side's good. I want to raise this side. See the air in between there? Here we go.
We're getting ready today to do our tile backsplash in this kitchen in Camp Hill. Alright, so we're turning our corner down here. You can see we're coming across here with our deco row real nice. And we've cut around all of our outlets real nice, all of our switches. Alright, so we got our pattern in first on the wall, alright, just floating up there in limbo. You can see we've got our nice diamond in the middle with our 5 deco tiles and our 4 3x3s. Tommy is coping some base trim. Okay guys, me and Tom are getting ready to put the crown mold on the top of the cabinet. So this is probably the trickiest thing you're going to do trim related on any kitchen project is your crown. Let's move on to the next piece of crown. Now on this piece here we're going to have a straight cut because we're going against the wall. Comes to the next piece. This looks like the one that's going to key into that one with half the sink cut out in it. Alright, so you can see they just set this piece of granite in here. They got it keyed in right over here. You can't even see where it's seamed together, but it's a 45 and then into a straight right there in that corner.
Once we have our island marked where it goes, we're exactly where we want it, I'm going to tip this thing forward and I'm going to show you what we did here.
Now pay attention to this guys, because this is what holds your island, which is out in the middle of nowhere. Yep. In position, nobody can tip it over, it can't be knocked over, knocked off its mark. Alright, so we're going to use the same drill, the same pattern that we used when we did our cabinets, when we fastened our cabinets together. We're going to use our countersink bit, which you know by now sinks the head of the screw in.
A kit that tells you how to or where to install your cabinet hardware. And I'm going to mark that there and there. Going in the correct direction, I'm just going to let the drill do the work. Alright, so we got our first knob on. What we're going to do is we are going to repeat this process throughout each and every door, every screw hole.
these videos will show you the principle of how to do it for yourself. And there'll be enough information in these videos to help you do whatever it is that you want to do to your kitchen.